Welcome to my channel, you beautiful people. So today I've got a legs and glutes workout using resistant bands. Yeah, so we start in with the purple resistant bands. Now these are some of my favorite movements to do for legs and glutes using resistant bands. So yeah, so I'm just getting it attached there. So if you're new here, please take time to subscribe or remember to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Also, please give this video a like. It really helps in the YouTube algorithm, so please do give it a like. Okay, so we're starting here with this movement. Like I said, we're starting by using the purple band, and what we're doing here is a straight leg deadlift here. So making sure your knees are slightly bent, make sure you're fully extending your hips back so you feel that stretch through your hamstrings. Now this one is mainly targeting your hamstrings and your glutes. Yeah, so you feel that stretch when you extend back, and then you come up, you're really thrusting your hips forward, squeezing your glutes at the top. Okay, keep your knees slightly bent. Just focus on really pushing your hips back as you extend backwards. So you want to really feel that stretch through your hamstrings before you come and bring it back to the top. Now remember, really pushing, extending through your hips as you bring your hips forward as well. Okay, so that thrust is coming through your hips, and it's going to really make sure that force you to really squeeze your glutes. You want to really feel your glutes firing up, and you want to feel that stretch through your hamstrings as you extend back. Okay, so this is a good one to add to your glute and legs routine. It's one of my favorite movements, like I said. Okay, just make sure also that you've extended the band, added that resistance in the band before you actually start to do the movement. Okay, so now I'm adding in a second band. So this is like now combining the straight leg deadlift with a good morning. Yeah, so we're adding a second band, which is going to make it even more challenging now, because now we got two bands that we need to extend to the top. Yeah, so now we're having to work with two bands to get to the top. So we keep going with the same kind of movement. Yeah, same action. The only difference is that we've got another band now to have to deal with, so it makes it more challenging. So this workout is really hitting your posterior chain, yeah, so the back of your body. You really feel your glutes and your hamstrings firing up with this movement. It is so good. But just make sure you got the right amount of tension or resistance through your resistant band. So make sure it's challenging. Yeah. Okay, so that was that one. So we're just resting before we go into our next one. Yeah, just take time to take a few seconds out. Sometimes if I want to superset the movements, I'll just go from one movement to the next with no rest in between. But for this movement, we're taking a bit of rest in between, and we're doing about 20 to 30 reps per movement. Yeah, just push, make sure you work through the burn, and just do high reps with this workout. Okay, so be a good one to really tone up the glutes, grow the glutes even. I give you that Brazilian booty, yeah, so shape up your glutes. Okay, so our next one is going to target the inner thighs and the outer. So this is your lateral lunges. Yeah, it's a good one to add to your workout. So again, we're using the band. Oh my god, so when you're extending to the side, with the band, it's so challenging, but that's what we want to make it more challenging. So here we're just focusing on one side, yeah, and then we're going to switch and do the other side after. So we're just fully extending. So we feel that stretch through the inner thigh of the straight leg. So fully extending to the side. And you're going to feel your quad of the bent leg firing up as well. So really, as you extend into the side, you want to also be pushing your hips back, yeah? So you can see I'm slipping here on the mat, so I'm having to readjust when I feel like my position has changed. I just readjust. That's fine. You can do that. And it's just because my feet were slipping on the mat. It wasn't a good mat to do these on. So now I'm going to shift or switch into the other side. On this side, I struggled with my feet slipping a bit, but I kept on readjusting. Like I said, it's fine. Just readjust. Yeah, if you feel your feet are not in the right place. So you can see I'm already struggling with the mat. It's annoying. Just make sure when you're doing this, you're either wearing trainers that will give you a good grip, or socks, or you just don't have a slidey mat like I have. It's so bad. So yeah, not that one. So we readjust again. We're gonna do carry on. It was so annoying, people, so annoying with this mat. I just thought, oh, I shouldn't have used it. But anyway, we carried on. I tried to really force my feet into the floor and try and stop myself from slipping. Okay, so we readjust again for the 100th time. And then we go again. So we carry on, just making sure as you sit and you're pushing into the side, you're also extending your hips back, yeah? And really keep that leg that you're working on into the inner thigh nice and straight as you shift the weight into the side. Okay, so we're going to rest again, people. So again, we take about 30 to 45 seconds rest. And it just gives me time to readjust my band. So here I'm just trying to shorten it for my next movement because I need a lot more resistance. So if you're trying to get more resistance into the band, you can just shorten it. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do here to make it a bit more challenging. I'm going to shorten it. Okay, so yeah, so we can do some of these movements without having to have the little attachment bar or pillar or whatever. But for the sake of this workout or this program, we're using that. Yeah. So here now I've got the right amount of resistance that I want. I've shortened it. Now I'm just gonna go into the resistance band. Yeah. So put my legs into the middle of the resistance band, and then out. So now I'm going to bring it to my hips here because I want it to literally settle on my hips. Yeah. So I want that resistance or that difficulty to be placed into my hips because I'm going to thrust my hips upwards. So it's like you're holding a weight. Think of you doing the hip thrust or the bridge, glute bridge, putting a weight onto your hips, and that's what we're doing here. Yeah, so we're adding that difficulty as we thrust the hips upwards. So like I said here, we're doing the glute bridge. Okay, this one is good. You feel that activation through your glutes. You feel your glutes proper firing up. So making sure you really squeeze your belly button into your spine before you push up. Yeah, so that way you're really pushing through your hips. It's so easy for this one to start working through your quads. Yeah, just because a lot of people are quad dominant. I am quad dominant as well. So need to really making sure with this movement that you're really focusing on keeping your core engaged, so belly button squeezed into your spine, and focus on thrusting through your hips. Okay, so at the top you're really squeezing your glutes, right? So thrust through your hips at the top, squeeze your glutes. And another thing you want to do to really keep that focus into the glutes, you want to push through your heels, yeah, making sure as you're pushing upwards, your weight is into your heels. Okay, so for me, I just tend to elevate my toes, and so all my weight is coming through my heels. Okay, so squeeze the glutes at the top. Keep your core engaged, so belly button squeezed into your spine, and just thrust your hips upwards. Okay, people, so that's our workout for today. This is like I said, some of my favorite movements using the resistance band. Okay, thanks for joining in. Hopefully you had fun watching this one. Please don't forget to subscribe. Remember to hit that notification button, and also please give this video a like, as it helps in the YouTube algorithm. Okay, till next time, stay positive.